Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Harry Wolf and I talk about coding around these parts. Today I continue my exciting series called XDaysSince, where I live code with you, live and uncensored, making an application with you. And we are up to episode 7 today, lucky number 7. Today's episode is all about making the profile page actually do something. So enough jibber jabber and let's get down to the clatter. Okay, so today we're playing with the profile page. In particular, number 5 on our list of remies. It's number 5, but it's episode 7. I don't know how that math turned up, but that's how we are today. The first thing we want to do is add support for listing our incidents on my profile page. So I actually want to show which incidents I've made here, which should be all of them, I believe, but they should show up here. So let's start with that. And first things first, we have the profile page, which is here. And let's make this a little bit bigger. And here, right now, all we're doing is finding, I hard-coded this. Ooh, that's a fun one. I'm gonna need to make that a little bit more discreet. I'll deal with that later. Not gonna worry about that right now. Did not expect that to be what I did so far. I guess I can make, yeah. So what we wanna do is get, I can't believe I did this. That's so funny. Okay, so we want to get the, so this is giving just the user itself here. We also want to get the list of items. So this user objects, so this is to collection, find one. Where do I find this collection? This collection is going to be a list of user. Let's see if this works. User. Save that. What is this user even coming from? I don't even remember. Whatever. And then what we also want to get is, what is on this user property? User dot, oh yeah, look at that. Email, image, name. I think this is coming from Nexos typings, which is cool. What we want to do is actually figure out all the items that I've created. So I want this to be a little bit more, there we go. So we have user, and this user should also probably include the ID if it's coming from the collection. So if I console log the user and I refresh the page, I have here the ID. Cool. So this is actually an ID, which we can then use to look up the, God, I can't believe I did that, DB. We have incident DAO, get by ID. So get by, this is getting an incident by ID, then we can make a new method in here by user ID. So we can do get by, it should be on the incident, I guess so, yeah, because we're pulling the incidents from there. So get by user ID. So we're connect to the database, find all the collections where the, and I think I call this now the creator ID. Yes, creator ID. So creator ID is that. So if I save that, and then I call in here, what is this, incident DAO? Get by user ID. And this is going to be a little bit gross because user ID to string, because it's actually an object here. I'm just going to cast it back and forth to make my life easier. And here I'm going to tell TypeScript to not care because I know these things exist. We'll do this. TS expect error, that's fine. And I'm going to have this be incidents like that. If I log the incidents here, and refresh the page, things go boom. Promise pending, right. Await. And then I refresh the page. Here we go. Incident is just coffee. Well, that doesn't make sense, does it? Oh, right. Yes, find one. We want to do find all. Good catch, Harry. Good catch. Find, And now it's getting a cursor, which we actually just wanted to be returning an array of incidents. So we'll just do promise incidents like that. And this is yelling at me because this is actually a cursor that I can then call and fix that. Here we go. Look at that. All these things here that are my incidents. So let's just do this to return to the page. Let's remove these console logs because we have things working as expected. And then we have in here, this is going to be incidents. I'm going to do, just make a, let's extract this. Can we extract this? Is there a helper for this to do this? Let's see, extract to interface. Oh yeah, that's great. Protocol page props. And then we can actually make an incident, which is incident like that. Yeah, import yourself. There we go. God, TypeScript, when it works well, it works well. So now we have incidents, and I guess it could be an empty array, but we don't care. But then what we can do here is have an unordered list, and then we can do incidents map. We'll do item. This should be incidents. Okay, that's why I wasn't auto-correcting to that. That makes sense. Incidents item. And this shall be a list item where we have the key is the item ID. And then we have here the item title. Is that going to work? Why is this complaining? I'll just call toString on this to make things calm. Let's save that. If we go here, it can't read. Can't do this serialization. I really got to solve this in a better way, but for now, we'll just keep plugging along because I don't have the time to just sit here and stare at you thinking about what I've done with myself. I didn't do. Shame on you. Shame on you, VSCode, for being too clever. Here we go. Look at that. This is the same list as home, as expected. What I really should do here is make this the user ID of the object ID of the user, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. But this is working. And let's just call toString on this to make TypeScript happy. No, like that. There you go. Everything is still happy. Great. So that's working. That's the first thing done. We've added support for listing the users on my profile page. Then of course we want to link to the incident page, and because I'm now remembering I'm doing this on the index file, I'm just going to do some copy pasting over here, which is literally this, which you could extract. Could you extract this? Let's see, extract to inner function, extract to function. Look at that. What the heck? Incident item. What the heck? Okay, this is actually going to be JSX. So extract add braces to arrow function. Nope. Let's do it this way. Incident item. And then this is going to be item. What? That was some cool VS Code stuff. That was really cool. Item. Yes, it does. Item is props. Item. Did I break things? Can probably toString language fine. I've definitely just forgotten how this is props, which is props. Oh, right, because I forgot how things work. Yeah. Item. And this is item. Oops. There we go. I started too many braces. Brace yourself. There we go. Okay, fixed it. Okay, so that was really cool that I could just do that. Can we move this into its own file? Would VSCode help me with that? Let's see. Let's see. Move to a new file. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh, where is it? Incident item, right there. Oh my gosh. Let's make a new file, new folder. That's so cool. I had no idea I could do that. I want a top level folder, new folder, components. I'm gonna move this into components. Yes, move. Yes, update imports. Yo, VS Code is fancy pants. And this, I can actually just make this be like that. I should save that. I go to the home page. Everything is still not working. Why? Why? What is it looking for? Save that. Refresh that. Okay, it's working. That's working. That is just amazing. Which means that in profile, I can reuse that incident item. And item is item. Like that. And I save that, and I go to the profile page, and I get these as well. That is so very, very cool. That was so cool. Okay, so we added a link, added a delete button to delete an incident. Ooh, we gotta make delete functionality. How exciting! How exciting! Let's think. We want to make an incident item, and we want this to be able to be deleted. So this could be an AJAX call, right? Let's save our progress so far because this is some good progress. I'm just going to copy and paste this over here. Listening on the profile page, you got the DB, you got the profile, you got the index, got this. It's looking tasty. Cool. All right. So next thing is to make it possible to delete an incident, which I don't know why you'd want to do that, but sure. I only want this on the incident item page. So I'll make this real simple. I'm going to be like, allow delete as a property. And let's go here and add, let's extract this just for fun. Oh, it's so fun. This is going to be incident item props. I'll do allow delete, boolean. This is going to default to false. Allow delete. Oops. Allow delete is going to be equal to false. But if it's true, then what we shall do is allow delete. We shall have a button that just says delete. Easy peasy, summer peasy. There you go. Ah, yeesh. Let's do some inline styles, make that less ugly. Margin left 10 pixels. What did I do? Did I break things? Style. Do I have to make this an object, I guess? Yeah. I think I've forgotten how to do TypeScript now, to do JSX nowadays. Style, margin left 10. There we go. Okay, cool. So this is delete on my profile page. On home, it's not. Why is this? There you go. Okay. Profile has delete, and it does nothing right now, which makes sense. We'll have a function on delete, and we'll pass in the item ID, which will be a string, and we'll just call delete, just incrementally making this work for fun. So we'll do on click equals on delete, save that. Why are you yelling at me? Oh, right, because it needs a string. So let's make this an inline function. And this shall be the item ID to string. Nope, not to hex string. Stop doing that. So delete, delete. And then let's actually pass in delete with the item ID. Okay, so delete beer, delete, Why is this not? Oh, so we'll do plus like that. Now if I do this, there you go. Got the item IDs being passed in to make sure that I can delete it as I want to. So this is going to then hit a backend endpoint, which we're going to use pages auth. So we're going to make a, this will just make, what is this, create? Well, this should really be, fine. This is not really RESTful. Why did I do it that way? Why, oh why? Let's just make new incident.ts. Let's copy and paste this as our template. I'm not going to worry about, it's not post. Why would I do this? Delete. If is not equals delete. Just do this for now. So, why did I make this a separate thing? I'm not going to refactor that right now, but it's good to know. So what we want to be able to do is first, we're validating that it's a delete method. And then what does it look like? The request object. Well, if I go here, where is this? Profile. Oh, it's an item. There you go. So if I do fetch, I do slash API slash incident, we'll do method delete, and then body is JSON stringify, and I'm going to say just delete. There's no even. I think you can just do delete the method, right? Do we even need to have a body? Yeah, we'll keep it like that. So we'll do body. It's just going to be the item ID. Like that. So let's remove this. What is going to happen here? I'm very curious. Incident, let's do console log request, and then we'll just return early. So let's move this over there, refresh the page, and now if we delete, great. This is a huge, you request.body, and this is yelling at me for not returning anything. We'll just return res status. Return res end, like that. Okay. So if I delete this, look at that. There we go. We have the object right there. Sweet. So we can just use that to keep going. So let's keep going. So we have the request body is the incident object ID. So const incident ID is this. And then what I want to do next is make sure, let's get this incident ID. So let's go incident equals incident DAO get by ID. This is going to be incident ID. Oh, let's await that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did I just do? Keyboard shortcuts. You're silly. Okay. We'll await that. And then on the incident, we have the creator ID. And, oh, right. So if there's no incident, then we want to return this. Sweet. Some sanitization. We can remove this, I believe. Yes. Okay. So some sanitization. If there's no incident found, then just return. We want to make sure when I get my current user ID. So let's grab this over here. So this is now getting the sessions. This should really be extracted and dried, but not for now. Session, and I want this to be right. The session is the user ID. So this is the current cookie. Yeah. So session user ID equals session. Let's do this. Just to be fancy, rename it to session user ID.
And then what we're going to say is if the session user date doesn't equal the incident creator ID, then return forbidden as well. Yeah? Only let the creator delete their own incident. You don't want people deleting other people's incidents. That would be bad, 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 bad. Okay? And then we can just do delete the incident ID, like that. This, of course, doesn't work because we haven't implemented it yet. Over here, create, I'm going to do delete. And this is remove, like that. Save that, delete results, like that. Result. Success, like that. Okay, so will this work? Let's find out. Let's see what happens. So we have all of these instances right here. And if I try to delete banana boat, it did not work. Something went horribly wrong. So now I must debug with my favorite tool, console log. We'll do one. I don't even know where it's failing. Where is this? You know what might make my life easier is if I went into here. Nope, not the profile. I want the incident item. I shall do try. I'm just going to log the error, just like that. So let's see what happens here. If I do that, oh, it should be in the console here. Here we go. API resolve without sending a response. Great. Okay, so that didn't help me at all. Oh, profile page. It's yelling at me that I don't have the key because I moved it. That doesn't need to be on here anymore. So profile page needs to have, oops, let's go back there. I want that back. I want it back away. Right here, item, this, I want it to be key, like that. And this should remove that little warning from React. Cool. And I think I'm gonna have to do this on the index page as well because I moved that as well. And what's this saying? Oh, yeah, allow delete can be optional. It does not have to be present. There we go. Cool. So we go to the home page, no warnings, profile, cool. Okay, so a little bit of cleanup right there. It's all good. So we have one, we'll do two, we'll do three. Let's see if we hit any of those. 1, 2, 3, okay. And then we'll do 4. Let's see, do we hit 4? Hit 4. And then 4, 5. Okay, so 5. And then 6. And we don't hit, oh, we don't hit 5. Interesting, right here. What is going on here? So 4. And then this, let's see, 4D, if it doesn't equal, why don't we hit 5? Session user ID. These, let's just call toString to make sure. This is where it'd be nice to have more typing, so I don't really know what's going on right now. Here we go. There we go. 5. Okay, so those weren't. Why is this return? Why was that throwing an error? Hold on a second. That's a whole question in itself. 5. Let's move 6 into here. 6. Wait, how's it? Okay. 5, 6. API resolve without sending a response. This may result in stalled request. Why? Response status. I'm gonna do end. Why is it yelling at me? Why is it yelling at me? Use cases, response helpers, send. Oh, because I'm not sending anything. I want to end it. So this means that all these times I've been doing this, probably have gotten errors. I didn't realize it. Like that. Okay. So I deleted one thing. I got a warning that says don't use remove, use delete one. Yes, delete one, right? Delete one. So let's go back here and call this delete one. Like that. All right. So now if I delete SSS, it aborted 403Y. Because they're not the same. They should be the same. Let's do coffee. Delete that. It's aborted 403. This would be helpful if it actually told me. Let's just do toString for now. Make that work. toString. Oops. And I'll figure that out later when I actually have proper typing. But now if I do conf delete, refresh, look at that. It works. It's deleting. It's not really refreshing the page, so I'm not really being clever about it, not really refreshing it, but I can fix that by refreshing the page if I wanted to, making a little AJAX request so that, let's make this bigger again. If on here, so like, you know, on success, we'll do on delete. On delete is equal to a function. Let me just call so shall be named on delete prop. Yeah. How do I rename that? Like that. Should be something, some syntax. I don't know. On delete internal, just make it work. And then here we can call on delete. On delete. Yeah, I know it doesn't. And this just returns void. That means that on profile, what I can do is say allow delete on delete and just have it be, this is where I can actually refresh the page if I wanted to. Refresh all the pages. Refresh all incidents. That's where I could do it. But I don't need to do that right now. Don't need to do it right now. It's just making things down and dirty, working good. So if we do this, refresh all incidents. Cool. All right. Yeah, that was it. What's this readme? So we're going to say allow add support for user to delete their own incidents. Cool. Nice and easy. And we'll commit that. And that was a nice little neat feature we added. Okay, that was a nice little feature to add to our XDaysSince application, a nice little full stack feature. You kind of see the whole thing maturing and coming together really. It's nice to see that it's a little bit easier. A few little gaps that I need to fix up, I think, to tighten things around, which maybe I'll do offline because I need to kind of think about what I want to do itself, but I can always give you a little roundup when I get those figured out. But hopefully you enjoyed that little walkthrough, and if you're not already a subscriber, do become one. I like to see you around here often, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay happy, stay good. Bye.